Hello everyone, welcome back again to the Watchtower, and today I am doing a non-spoiler review of the Joker movie. That's coming up right after this. Alright everyone, like I said, I'm doing a non-spoiler review today of the Joker movie, which I just saw this weekend, so I wanted to post a review up of it to let everyone know my thoughts on it. So, it is directed by Todd Phillips, and it stars Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck / the Joker. So, right off the bat, I want to address, I know this movie has been receiving a lot of controversy and stuff. Even before it came out, people worried that it's going to spark real world violence and stuff, and all kinds of stuff like that. It's going to, people are going to be going on shooting sprees and stuff. Honestly, I don't feel like it does that. I think it'd be very, very hard for anybody to walk out of this movie and feel sympathy for the Arthur Fleck / Joker character. He's not charismatic. He's not a sympathetic character. Unless you already have something wrong with you, which you could, I don't see how this is going to, spark real world violence and stuff. There's not really a whole lot of violence in this movie. There's a lot less violence in this than, pretty much most R-rated movies and most PG-13 movies. There's, I think maybe 5 people get killed in this whole movie. There's not a lot of blood. There's not a lot of gore. It's not a real violent movie. And like I said, he's not a sympathetic character. So I think that it was all overblown and everything. Everybody being afraid that this was going to spark some sort of real world violence. I don't see that as the case. So, with that out of the way, this movie was very, very well done. It took a little bit to get going. The first 30 to 40 minutes are very slow, and it was really just Joaquin Phoenix kind of just doing kind of random crazy stuff for the most part. There wasn't much story at the first 30 minutes or so, and I was really worried about it, thinking, oh, this is going to be this is going to be the entire movie. It's just going to be kind of him just in scenarios acting odd and just, letting Joaquin Phoenix just, act out and everything and be as bizarre as he can. But it really started to find itself after those first 30 minutes, and it came together and worked really, really well. Joaquin Phoenix in this is so, so good. He just, to play a character who's, not sympathetic and not charismatic and not, and really you can't, can't relate to, but to make him interesting and for you to be able to keep watching is a really hard thing to do, because he's not a likable character at all. But to be able to make him so that you keep watching is a very hard thing to do, and Joaquin Phoenix pulls it off. I thought he did a spectacular job in this movie. It's really, really good. Watch his progression as he slowly descends more and more into madness is really, 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 really good to watch. Well, not good to watch, but really interesting watching him slowly as his world just crumbles around him, and everything that he thought was true and everything just falls apart and just crumbles, and he just loses more and more of his sanity. There's a very interesting, the people always say nurture and nature makes a person who they are. In this case, it's nurture and nature that makes him who he is. It's he has a very terrible childhood and everything. His mother told him certain things growing up and stuff. Pretty much lied to him about how where he came from and everything. Never really knew his dad. Told him all these stories and everything. And then, as he goes through the movie, he starts hearing different stuff about his dad, different stuff like that. and finding out that, you know, his mom lied to him and everything, and then also with society outside and just being terrible and everything, and, you know, just beating him down and everything. It's a really question of nurture and nature made him the way he was. And I kind of like that they did that because it made him not sure what all was true in his own life. And that's very, very a Joker thing to do. The Joker all the time tells people different origins of how he started out in a lot of different iterations. And that's the very interesting and a Joker thing to do, is have even the main character question what's right and what's wrong about his own origin. And that's so Joker, and I like that so much. Not a lot. It's mostly a build-up to get to this point where he becomes Joker, because where he becomes the Joker. A lot of it is just with Arthur Fleck and stuff. He's not a lot of time, you know, as the Clown Prince of Crime, but the last 20 minutes of this movie is so Joker. Just the stuff that he does is like, I was like, yes. I was walking out of that movie and I was going, yes, this is stuff that the Joker would do. His rationale, how he just flips the switch between different stuff. It was so the Joker. I thoroughly, the last 20 minutes of that movie were so good. I like that's the Joker. This is a world, like, you know, you could you could do this whole movie and not ever have him referred to as the Joker. This is pretty much, it's not tied to anything, you know, pretty much comic book related. You could swap out names of characters, like, I mean, Thomas Wayne is in this. You could swap out the name of Thomas Wayne and have it be some other big, you know, rich billionaire, mucky-muck, someone in the city, and you could have the same story and it not be the Joker. But because it's tied into these familiar elements, it makes it that much more interesting. And it is very interesting. And you're kind of left with, oh, you know, what if, because this, you know, this movie's set in the 70s and stuff, and Bruce Wayne's, you know, he's a kid in this and everything, and he's in it briefly. But you're like, oh, you know, what if, you know, certain things, which I'm not going to give away, you know, what happens if, you know, Arthur Fleck / the Joker was responsible for certain things happening and everything, and what if he, like, set all this in motion? You know, it's not current DC continuity, and, you know, it's nothing like that. It's its own separate thing. And it's very, very hard to see that if this will ever connect to anything more than just a one-off movie, if it's ever going to be more of a, you know, put-together piece and everything, if it's going to be him interacting with Batman or anything, which probably not, because just by the time Batman, you know, Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, Arthur Fleck will be like in his like 60s, so or older. So, you know, Bruce Wayne's not going to fight a geriatric Joker. But it's just an interesting one-off story that, you know, I mean, I know Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips have both said this is a one-off. There's not going to be any sequels or anything. So it's not going to tie into Robert Pattinson's movie, Batman movie, or anything like that, or what he's going to do. But it is interesting to kind of, like, you know, think about that, because it does kind of leave the door open with, you know, with the Joker and everything. So it's interesting to see, you know, if it ever does tie together. I don't think it will, but it'll be interesting if it does. Yeah, but like I was saying, this movie is so good, and it's hard to do. It's hard to say a whole lot without doing any spoilers, but I thought it was good. I'd give this movie a 9 out of 10. You know, it was a solid 9 out of 10. There were some little things that I think you probably didn't need and everything. You could have tweaked a little bit, but overall, with Joaquin Phoenix's performance and everything, this is a solid movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. So good. But hey, let me know in the comments if you guys have already seen it or if you plan to see it, what you thought of it. Love to hear from everybody. Once again, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you the next time that I log in for monitor duty.